if it were not to be for this pandemic, we would have also connected with King's Education, where we study our where I study A level and just study foundation. So basically, we were organizing this partnership. We would open up like a club and also a class. So we have set like we have got this sort of it's kind of a training program for later on if we're not going to be there, the teachers can still carry on using this methodology to host like discussions for students. And like King's Education, they have four different branches in the UK. So we're planning to reach out to those four as well. And there's this new feature that we're launching on Asmora, probably in a month or two. That will be academic tutors. So we're still forming new ideas whether how we should carry this out and, like combining with how we would recruit people to do this. Because academic tutors basically mean that um, this is what we're developing at the moment, that we would have tutors marking, writing essays following the three sessions, um, judge on grammars, critical thinking, word choices, and critical thinking, whether the whole essays in general flow logically. Because we have found that a lot of students find difficulties in, forming like a coherent essay. So that's part of what academic teacher is going to do. We're still planning on it, as I just told you guys. And yeah, so that's the short term like growth of Asmora. The long term one, we really looking forward to develop it as an institute. And I think for the long term one, I'll leave it to Jis because we have discussed about this. Like, okay, you say this and I say
Okay.
that we
Well,
not just
well, thanks, Tom. And I was yeah, like recently we started the first partnership with Apex leaders, and this was like an achievement that belongs wholly to Tom. It is the result of his hard work, and we are very, very happy that he achieved this step in in Asmora. Um, so yeah, our idea is to uh, keep having more partnerships with other English centers, with colleges, with because what we are aiming for is to transfer a learning methodology that it's native of, for example, like Europe, of the UK, transferring it to other countries with other education systems. I think this is something very innovative and something that can really encourage a like constructive thinking, which is like inclusive, which is more aware, which develops worldviews in students, and also it encourages intellectual cultivation in youth, and to keep that as a habit, like throughout like someone's life. And that's also good even for people in the UK, because they can learn from like different perspectives, like from people who come from other like countries. And I would say that that's something that I noticed, like especially in university, where you are exposed to like, because at King's Education, where we studied the foundation year, we are mostly international students, so we are not really socializing with British students or like other European students. And it's at university where you are like, okay, this is real Britain, like we could say it that way. You start to meet the people, the students. And what I noticed is that however well supported their arguments are, sometimes those arguments, they come from a very Eurocentric perspective, and they need to like also take into account other like points of view, like from other like countries, because we are not in the same conditions, like we're not in the same circumstances. There is a different, we have different economic, social, political realities, which really affect like the decisions that we make and also the things in which we believe. And even though we are in the UK, it's good for them to also nourish their thought from these other perspectives, which are real and which are like happening in this, like currently at the moment. So yeah, and well, also Nishi, it's another member of the team of Asmora. She recently joined. She's from India, and we are planning the next things for Asmora, like reaching out people and other like student communities, as well as like education like institutions. And well, our discussions, they are free of charge. So there isn't, like an economic restriction for students. Like, as we told you when you join, guys, like you're welcome to join whenever you want, you feel like it, or if the topic interests you or not, because this is a way in which you can like express your ideas, discuss about the topic that interests you, and also an opportunity for everyone to learn. And well, that's very, very appreciated. Like, I really like every time that I speak with people, I learn something new. And I think that this is something that is also in decay, especially now with the pandemic. There is a big gap in education at the moment.